The National Coalition on Domestic Violence says 10 million American adults experience domestic violence each year. When it comes to deadly domestic violence, the coalition says 1 in 2 female murder victims are killed by intimate partners. 65% of all murder-suicides are perpetrated by intimate partners, and 96% of those victims are female.
So in our state, in Ohio, 112 people died in 1 year because of domestic violence. The Ohio Domestic Violence Network released its annual fatality report at a news conference just today.
And for years, News 5 investigator Sarah Buttison has covered how Ohio fails domestic violence victims. She is following through tonight with another troubling finding from this year's fatality count.
Sarah, there were signs in many cases that deadly violence could occur.
That's right, Katie. The Ohio Domestic Violence Network found more than half of the victims tried to get help from the systems that are supposed to protect us, but instead, they ended up dead. In June, a man shot his ex-wife and then himself inside this North Olmsted Giant Eagle.
We don't believe it was a very amicable divorce and potentially what may have led up to this.
2 months later, a Uniontown man killed his wife and himself.
I've been out here for 23 years, and I can say
He also murdered their 3 children.
It's the worst thing I've ever been a part of.
2 weeks ago, a man shot and killed a woman and then himself in front of 4 children.
I seen them putting the police tape, the caution tape around, and just praying, I'm just hoping that something bad didn't happen, and the worst did happen.
So how often does the worst happen?
As we reflect on the numbers and stories of lives lost to domestic violence.
At this news conference in Columbus this morning, the Ohio Domestic Violence Network released its annual fatality report.
We are continuing to find disturbing trends in the cases we review.
Policy Director Maria York found 112 domestic violence-related deaths occurred between July of 2022 and June of this year, the exact same number as last year, including 22 children. 5 were babies. 4 were teenagers who became victims of dating violence.
We must do better to recognize the danger that can exist in those relationships.
Just as troubling, how many warning signs were missed.
Everything we've heard this morning is just the tip of the proverbial iceberg.
Policy Counsel Lisa DeGeeter says 52% of the killers had prior contact with the criminal justice system. In nearly 2/3 of cases, the victims previously reported threats to law enforcement or the court system.
Yet the responses that they received were not enough to save their lives.
The report found a gun was usually the weapon of choice, but nearly 36 victims died as a result of strangulation, a traumatic brain injury, or a combination of the two. Paula Walters almost became one of them.
I thought I was going to die.
We first told you her story in 2021. In 2006, she was left with permanent damage to her brain after her then-boyfriend strangled her.
I received a brain injury and a life sentence. What did my abuser get? Probation and a $500 fine.
The count also includes perpetrators who were killed, like Charles Ronald White. He was accused of stabbing, choking, and attempting to rape a woman, then burning down her garage and trying to set her house on fire.
Charles, it's your third and final warning. Come out now or you will be dead.
When Lorain police officers tried to serve him a warrant in July of 2022, he pulled out a knife and stabbed their canine. An officer shot and killed him.
He's stabbing! He's stabbing! Shots fired!
There is some good news. Ohio is taking action to prevent more domestic violence deaths. Strangulation finally became a felony this spring, making Ohio the last state in the nation to recognize the seriousness of the crime. Ohio also massively increased funding for domestic violence services in this year's budget from $2 to $20 million. The amount is still less than what our neighboring states spend.
Sarah, those numbers, those stories are also difficult to digest, especially when children, innocent children, are part of this too. We understand there's also pending legislation, though, that would help better hold abusers accountable.
You've got that right. There are a few bills making their way through the Ohio legislature right now. This one makes it illegal to put a tracking device on someone's property without their consent. And this one would more severely punish repeat offenders. Live in the newsroom, I'm News 5 investigator Sarah Buttison.
Important and powerful reporting, Sarah. Thank you. And for those who do need support, call the Domestic Violence Network at 1-800-934-9840. You can also chat online with an advocate by going to odvn.org.